Catalan capital shines brightly, but the real stars are hidden away inside the poker room. We're nearing the money in Barcelona, so the pressure's on. Elke's keen to continue his great run here, while unpredictable Argentine Leo Fernandez is up to his usual tricks.
Okay, my friend, let's go.
Top Welsh pro Roberto Romanello can talk the talk, but can he walk the walk?
What are you talking about now?
Am I tilting you? Wow! I didn't realise you so tilted.
The question is, who will survive the bubble at the PokerStars.com EPT Barcelona? Barcelona, always a favourite leg on the tour. A record 758 entered this season, creating a monster prize pool just shy of €3.8 million. Day 2 was fast and furious from the off.
I don't understand why that happens. Nice hand.
Now I have chips.
If you don't make it through the day, you're going to have a problem.
And now we're at the sharp end.
Welcome to EPT Barcelona, where we're enjoying the biggest field ever seen on the Spanish leg of the tour. We're about halfway through day 2 and fast approaching the money. The magic number is 112, and it's time to find out who's going to make it that far and beyond.
There's an air of excitement in the field. Just 198 players remain, all aiming to outlast the bubble.
This was a bluff. She was bluffing.
Amongst them are 4 previous EPT winners hoping to be the first to do the double. Team Pro Elke, Russian Maxim Likov, Nicholas Schweety, and the winner of this event in Season 2, Jan Bubli. Our feature table is stacked with talent. Roberto Romanello has cashed before, but hopes this time to go the distance.
My record on the EPT isn't too bad. I've had a few cashes. I've had an EPT final in Copenhagen. It's just, would love to finish one off. That would be a big goal for me, you know, to take down a major event.
And Leo Fernandez wants a title too.
For me, it's very important win the EPT Barcelona. I play for the glory and not for the money.
But for many, it's all about the money. The bubble is in sight.
So day 2 continues. I'm James Hartigan, rejoined by William Reynolds. He's been at an EPT main event final table. He's won a high roller event on the tour. And now you get to look at this colourful cast of characters, William, including Roberto Romanello.
Welsh Mafia. Welsh Mafia. Welsh Italian Mafia. It's even worse. Crazy.
Yeah, you get a sheep's head in your bed.
Leo finds it funny, though. And this is the man who knocked me out of the tournament by limping blind and calling my 10 big blind jam.
He's having a lot of fun. He's a keen amateur. His name is Julio Beluccio. Also at this feature table is a man who went top 15 at San Remo last season, Per Linda. He's in the 1 seat. Tough when you've got Roberto Romanello directly to your left. So 198 players remain. Blinds are currently 1,500 and 3,000 with an ante of 300.
We are approaching the bubble here, and that means some players are going to tighten up and others are going to play more aggressively.
Let's give action to this table. I will do an estrado.
He's up to his old tricks again.
That's a raise in the dark. It's the same.
You're raising in the dark?
Yeah. I don't see my cards, and these 6 are there.
It's not in the pot. You gotta.
I need the cards first. I don't see it. Yeah.
So you're raising in the dark?
Yeah.
It's a straddle, but no re-raise. It's Argentine style. You understand?
Yeah.
Give action to the table. Let's have a
This
fun.
is the reason somebody put
Let's
this
have
guy
some
here.
fun. Okay?
This is the more boring table I see in my life. So now
I see my cards.
I like you already. You seem to be a very nice man.
Yeah? Great.
You enjoy life?
Yeah.
and enjoy.
Yeah, but you must do after also.
Huh?
You must do also. Everybody must.
Very good. Yeah, but can you do it? I don't think you can.
Yeah.
You haven't got the, the kahunas.
If I make, if you make.
Can you do it?
If you do. You want this contract?
Huh?
You want
If
this?
everybody does it, I do it.
I won't do it. You don't want the contract.
You have action with the straddle. Look at that.
Contact with his
Right.
kahunas?
Yeah.
Basically, after the blind raise by Julio under the gun, Ari Miller has 3-bet. He's re-raised to 14,000 because he has a legitimate hand here, pocket nines.
I'm all. Is it on me? Yes. I'm all out.
Oh, he's a funny guy.
That's perfect. I already know this. It's absolutely perfect.
Of him, no.
Okay, I know you like heads up. This is a heads up.
One day I'm going to make a mistake and say all in, but I'm going to win the pot.
Let's have a heads up.
So King Jack, King Queen didn't want to get involved. Instead, it's heads up between Beluccio and Miller. Julio happy to call that 3-bet with his ace-4. He has now looked, by the way. He knows what he's playing now.
I check.
Diamond 5.
He checked in the dark. He checked in the dark.
Julio check in the dark.
But he checked before he saw that flop.
Our bets 18,000.
Now Julio's going to be happy to have just the backdoor nut flush draw here. After all of this blind play.
This is working out perfectly for Ari Miller. He's sitting there with top set.
Miller's loving life right now.
Oh,
10 spades.
flush draw.
Julio. Which one?
And it goes check, check. Julio gets a free card to hit that spade.
Full house.
8 heart.
Instead, that free card fills up Miller, and now it looks like Julio's going to take a stab at this pot. Look at the way he stacks his chips. After calling blind, he can hit all of this board. He could have so many cards. This isn't a bad spot. He's not putting his opponent on top set.
I mean, if you're Ari Miller, you're blatantly confused at this stage, but at the same time, you're thinking, hallelujah, I'll just take as much as I can get here.
Ari Miller's going to have to go to Hollywood here, do a little bit of acting, and put in a re-raise. And it's a quick re-raise, and even 100,000.
Look, I'm really pleased that Julio is having fun, and let's be honest, poker is a game. You're meant to enjoy it, but this hand has proved very expensive for him.
It's an expensive, fun hobby, calling in the dark and raising in the dark. Sometimes it works, and sometimes it's a disaster.
I think it's good.
Julio fold.
It's not good. The guy's got a full house.
You still going to raise in the dark?
Yeah.
From 5 or 6.
He's not discouraged.
I don't throw a hand ready. Here, I like the ace.
We have an entertaining feature table, ladies and gentlemen. But we're also keeping tabs on the action at the outer tables. There's a hand involving Elke, who was on the TV stage earlier on. He's picked up the second nut flush draw against Tony Arias, who has top pair. And Elke gets there on the turn. He's got the flush.
Arias still has that ace of diamonds, though.
There's top pair, and he has the redraw. Elke bets the turn with his flush. Arias moves all in. Elke calls and just has to fade a diamond on the river. Wants the king high flush to hold, and it does. And he eliminates another player from EPT Barcelona. A one-man human wrecking ball is our Elke. And with another player eliminated, everyone else moves one step closer to the money. As he rakes in that pot, Elke's now sitting on a stack of 217,000.
Plenty of chips to play with.
Let's get back to our feature table. The blinds are going up. We're now playing 2,000, 4,000 with a 400 ante.
Is that me?
Yes.
I'm going to tease you all day, all night.
Please do. We're actually going to sweat with Roberto Romanello. We're only going to see his whole cards. We're playing the hand from Roberto's perspective here.
Or he's blind.
King of diamonds. 10 of diamonds.
Royal flush cards. I like it already.
He's in late position.
Sitting in the hijack.
2 away from the button. Yellows are 5,000, reds are 1,000. He is going to make it. 8,200 to go.
Yeah. And it's low. Yeah, normally you just say, well, what is membrane broken up?
Has he found a customer?
This is where something for your phone.
Julio's going to call. Good luck putting him on a hand, William.
My thoughts exactly. My hand reading skills are usually fairly good, but with Julio, I have no idea. I'm going to go ahead and put his range on any 2 cards but 4-9 offsuit.
Goes check, check on the flop.
Romello decided to check back the gut shot straight draw.
Where are you from? Buenos Aires. Buenos Aires.
Julio is going to lead out on the turn.
Blundering and plundering. It's a pirate holdup, and it's time to get Julio's gold up.
You have me beat?
Pardon me?
You have the best hand?
Your guess is as good as mine.
Do you think?
I think so, but you never know in this game. Never know.
Do you think you got the best hand?
I think I have a good hand.
You have a good hand.
If you have a pair of threes, pocket threes, just go.
You're a nice guy, I believe you. I'll let you have it. You can have it. Nice play. I have a hand. Can I show you? And then you show me? It's very nice.
You want to learn about me? Okay, I show you. Once, just this.
Just once, yeah? Okay.
Show it, I show you.
Julio gives him free info. 8-5 of clubs.
Okay. It's good. It's good information.
It's good information, but just this. Not all.
I thought we were friends, and he's bluffing me.
You see, you know the only mafia in this table.
You see how he outplays me?
No, only mafia.
Only you I can beat. No,
me?
Only the one fish over there I can beat. Nobody else. Everybody else beats me up.
Yeah.
You see how good he is? And you tell me that this and that.
It's true.
That's why he's got all the chips.
This is different class.
Julio will let those two go at it.
It's true.
While he plays with his gold.
Welcome back to the PokerStars.com European Poker Tour and an electric night in Barcelona. We are charging ever closer to the money, and this man is leading that charge. Spaniard Luis Rufus has a whopping 570,000 and is way out in front on the overall leaderboard. Roberto Romanello sits comfortably in 3rd place, so will be confident of surviving the bubble. His new buddy, Julio Belluccio, is 8th.
I know this man's got a good heart. Am I right?
I think so.
You're a family man, yeah?
I think so. Ask to my friends, not to me.
Are you a family man?
Yeah. I had a big loss in my life less than 1 month ago. Like a son. It was my son. It's a British Bulldog, 7.5 years old, on that, October 28th. So I am here. I came here to go out from Buenos Aires. I were feeling bad. Yeah, because I treat him as a baby, as a human. But I'm not professional. I don't live from this. Mostly it's fun. I were a numismatist, coin dealer, old coins for more than 20 years, and I stopped working at 41. I am 44. I'm retired because I don't need more. I live good. I have a good life. the game. I really like the game. I don't need to win. So I like to win. Everybody likes to win. Everybody has his method, but I don't need to. So I don't care for money. I'm not playing for the money. I had a British bulldog, very fat, nice, called Ray, King in English. He died on October 28th. He was 7.5 years old. And I come here because I want to leave Buenos Aires and have some fun. When I wear 20,000 today, be tight, waiting, and I were so tired and close my eyes and think on him, tell him, bring me help.
So for Julio, playing this tournament is about escapism. It's about having a bit of fun after that tragedy in his life. You don't feel so bad about giving him your chips now, do you?
My gold went to a good cause.
And with 155 players remaining, he and everyone else in the poker room is getting ever closer to cashing in this tournament.
You keep defending your blinds against me.
I like you. You have big ego. This is I like
No, you're wrong.
you. Yeah.
I like everybody.
Yeah.
Especially you.
Don't fight anymore.
I love people big ego.
Roberto looking down at Ace King.
But friendly.
He's more than you, believe me.
And look how his demeanor changes. It was all smiles and chat, and now it's business time.
You crazy.
Very crazy. I'm
Crazy.
Absolutely.
Different history.
You only need to look at his chip arrangement to realize the guy's crazy.
Let's play that.
But he has got a hand.
Could be more.
Please.
Could be much more. I am looking at that.
And it looks like Leo Fernandez has got a hand as well.
This could be a squeeze opportunity.
And by the moment, it's only 9,000.
Sizing up the stacks.
Okay, now I defend the small blind. Another big mistake, maybe. How much is?
9,300.
Verifies the size of Roberto Romanello's raise, and he's going to make the call, and we're going to go three-way to the flop.
Ace King,
Okay, this is a good game.
two
You see?
pairs.
I tell you one thing, they did the right thing. They livened this table right up. Really good.
Raising blind pre-flop will do that.
The flop is ace high. Roberto hits top pair, but it's bottom set for Julio.
Check's good.
Two players have smashed this flop. Roberto's being guided by instinct, and something is telling him to slow down. He checks his top. However, it doesn't look like Julio's going to check his set, James.
There's a draw-heavy board. He's betting to protect, also betting to get value here.
And also betting because no one believes him.
13.
Nice reputation to have when you've actually got the goods. Leo Fernandez.
Leo's being a bit stubborn here as well.
Looks like he's contemplating a move.
Bad spot to call, maybe. Nope, he's just going to fold.
What's Roberto's response? He decides to call.
Roberto's playing this hand the passive way. He's going to let Julio do all of the betting.
Five of clubs brings a potential flush. Roberto checks for a second time, and this time Julio checks behind.
That turn card was a great card for Roberto, but he didn't river the flush. Julio's got this one.
But Roberto has every reason to think that his pair of aces is good here, and it looks like he's counting out a value bet, William.
Well, after a loose player like Julio's checked back the turn, he clearly thinks his top's good. Man, this is a small, very small value bet. We might even see a raise out of Julio.
Julio might be a little bit worried about the clubs out there. He's just called.
I got away cheap. I checked the flop. That's okay. I lost the minimum.
Yeah, the flush was for you. Great for you, the flush.
And I got that flush draw as well.
Flush raise, great for you. pity for me, that flush.
Okay.
Cheap game.
So,
Well, let's take a quick trip out to the floor where we find Elke on a very tough table. He's been joined by EPT 6 Monte Carlo winner Nicolas Schwiti. Elke's also up against his former nemesis, Kimmo Pusa. These two tangled a lot on our feature table earlier. Then there's EPT 6 Prague Ladies Champion Melanie Weissner and World Series bracelet winner Konstantin Puchkov, who's in a hand with Elke right now. Puchkov, Queen Jack, Elke Ace 9, top pair for Puchkov. Check, check on the flop. No help for Elke on the turn. He checks again.
Staring down his opponent.
Puchkov has made a bet of 10,000.
It's a small value bet. If Elke thought his hand was good on the flop, he's still going to think it's good on the turn.
He calls with ace high. Needs to see an ace on the river or a 5 for the straight. Instead, it's a 9. He now has second pair, and he's going to value bet it. Puchkov immediately calls, and we'll show the jack. Don't tell me, Elke. It's so sick.
So sick, so sick.
So Puchkov gets a small chunk of Elke's stack. The Frenchman still doing well, as is this French player, Jan Bubly, keeping his head above water right now. Also still in the hunt, Carlos Mortensen and Alex Gomez. Still a long way to go, but we are getting ever closer to the money.
Now you're becoming my friend. I like this guy. I'm getting to like you now. I teach you a lesson earlier on. Now you're trying to teach me a lesson. So it's all good, yeah?
yes.
I just hope I don't get caught on the wrong end of it all, that's all. But if I do, I do. I'm not a bad loser.
Oh, yeah?
I'll still be smiling.
Yeah.
It's like an episode of Come Dine With Me without the food.
When it comes to this table's chit-chat, there's a little pendulum inside my brain swinging back and forth between brilliant and lost cause.
Which way is it tilting at the moment?
It's on the brilliant side at the moment.
Berto looks down at ace 10.
It's been very entertaining thus far.
9,100.
And he does get serious when he plays a hand.
Opens for a raise to 9,100. And Julio loves to play hands against Roberto Romanello. Beluccio with ace 6. He's got position on Roberto.
And he's eyeing out all the stacks at the table. Clearly wants to play.
Maybe he's decided it's business time as well.
He has been passive with these guys. He's just been calling their raises. Yep, he's grabbing raisin chips, James.
Incredible. The 3-bet is 21,900. Ari Miller with junk on the button will pass.
Showing?
Yeah, the camera.
Don't tell my cards.
The camera can believe you raise this time.
Roberto looks a bit uncomfortable.
Okay, I'll give up.
And he's folding.
I give up. I fold. He's too good. You're too good. You see how good he is? He always shows me, though. He's a nice man.
No, last. I show you one. Choose one.
You choose.
You choose.
No, you choose.
I'll choose. Yeah.
No, let him choose. No, you choose.
You choose
Choose
that
it.
one. I'll
Choose
choose
it.
that
Choose
one.
it.
Oh,
You choose.
got the United Nations involved
No,
now.
not that one. The other one.
The other one, please, please.
He had 6s, obviously.
What?
He had 6s.
No, 100% no.
Why are you so involved for? Am I tilting you? Am I tilting you? Wow.
36.
I didn't realize you were so tilted. I should be tilted. He re-raised me, not you.
I think, I'm not sure, but I think 6-3, maybe.
Even if it did?
Or 8-6.
I have. Hey, listen. Even if he did, I have
Sweeted
no,
or not?
I have no
Offsuit.
problem. I have no
Offsuit.
problem.
Not even suited.
6s suited.
Offsuit.
These three guys need to get a room.
The TV table was quiet, and then they've just brought Julio to the table, which has made it very, very interesting.
That's usual. I usually do that in any place. I am not a maniac, but they tell me that I'm crazy.
I knew straight away I needed to open up and, get chatting with him.
What's your name, sorry?
Gaston.
Roberto.
Which is great for me. I was picking up a lot of tells and really trying to attack him.
You hear what he say about you?
He can hear other people. That's okay.
He talked too much, I know why.
Good players know instantly, what they're in for.
He like take information for the player.
Very chatty.
I'm not as good as you. There should be more players like you. Be more interesting.
It's working, it's good.
He's giving me lots of information.
He said he does it anyway. He said he does it anyway.
Sometimes I do, not every hand.
Oh, sometimes.
Talk to the player, now you know the style, what he doing.
You're a good man. Give action.
Julio, I knew that he was a gentleman, he was a really nice guy. But, we're there for a reason, and we're there to get the chips, and if I don't get them, maybe somebody else will, so you just got to attack.
No friends on this table. Play hard.
I know.
Welcome back to the PokerStars.com EPT Barcelona, where the 132 remaining players are so close to the money bubble, they can taste it.
A vision in white has come to our feature table. It's the Finnish player Santeri Valikoski. He has 2 EPT cashes to his name, both in heads-up events at London and Vienna this season. He's got 163,000 in chips. Here's how the rest of our feature tables stack up. Julio Beluccio has the chip lead.
Imagine that, playing blind works.
With the usual caveat that you shouldn't try it at home, right?
And back to the action here.
Norberto, special for you, my friend.
Oh, they're at it again.
Come here. Come to Leo the fish, please.
By the sound of things, it looks like Leo wants to get filleted.
Thank you, my friend.
9-1.
Great, 9,000.
Enticing action while he's in the big blind. And Roberto obliges by raising with the king-ten of clubs.
May I go with Norberto, or you want just Norberto?
Oh, it's a little bit naughty.
Go to the action.
I go with
invite
Norberto.
you, my friend.
We go
I
together.
need you protect me.
We go
If I am
together.
alone, he killed me. So now you're in the middle. Maybe 2-1.
They shouldn't really be openly discussing who's going to call, whether they should both take him on, whether Leo should get protection.
You should do the party and go out.
Roberto's not happy.
From house. Norberto and me in your house.
But you protect me.
Yep, that's a wee bit of minor collusion there.
You have a position.
King Jack 9 flop. Bottom pair for Julio. Roberto in the lead, top pair. And the gut shot straight draw.
He's going to do the same thing he did last time with the top pair, check it to his opponent. And Julio's been known to bet when check to.
It's a bet of 13,300.
Well, as long as this board bricks off properly, Roberto's probably in check call mode.
He's made the call. We go to the turn. Gives Roberto the club draw.
That was the nut card in the deck for Roberto. He now has an up and down straight draw and the flush draw.
And there's the flush on the river.
55,000 chips in there. Let's see if he makes a value bet or tries to check trap. He does. He check traps his opponent here.
Is Julio going to fall into that trap?
Have a 9.
No, he checks behind.
Missed the bet.
I'm not sure Julio calls on the river with just a 9.
Can I say one thing? I like having fun and everything, but like what he did just now was not on, you know, it's not right. When he asked him, I like to have fun and everything, but you can't ask him, shall I go here? No, shan't I? Because it's not fair on the game.
Sorry,
Do you understand?
Yeah,
I like to have fun and
that
everything,
was just...
But we play by the rules as well, okay?
Yeah, but I didn't see my car.
No, I know, but what I'm saying is like,
No, but that
because
was not...
he is a nice enough person. If you say, leave me have him, he would have folded.
No. It was fun, but it's okay. You are right.
You understand,
right.
yeah?
Yeah, you are,
I like
of
to
course, absolutely right.
You know,
absolutely.
I don't mean no harm or anything.
I didn't think on that, but I'm absolutely right.
I like having fun with you, and I think, you know...
I'm really
I know, but we shouldn't do that, yeah?
I'm innocent, and on that, I'm stupid. Take care.
Roberto raising a valid point, and I think he dealt with it really well.
No.
Yeah, I know, you know what I mean.
No, he's right.
Yeah, of course.
Let's draw a line under that controversy and head to the outer table, specifically Elke's table, and he's involved in a hand against Kimo Pusa. Two old foes fight again. We know that Pusa has kings, an overpair to that board. We don't know Elke's whole cards, we haven't seen them. But he's happy to check call the flop with his hand. Queen of spades on the turn. Elke checks again. Pusa checks behind. Inconsequential 6 of hearts on the river.
Check.
Elke checks a third time.
Elke should be feeling pretty good about his hand right now. His opponent checked back the turn.
There's the value bet from Pusa. 50,000. Elke's going to make the call. Pusa proudly shows his kings, and Elke knocks.
Elke didn't believe him again after Pusa checked the turn.
Finn took about 100,000 off Elke there.
An expensive call to be wrong.
But his double dream is still alive, looking to become a 2-time EPT champion here in Barcelona. Back at our feature table, hopefully Roberto, Leo and Julio are all friends again. Mr. Romanello has Jack 10 of diamonds. He's in early position.
It's a more than playable hand.
Blinds 2,500, 5,000. He's going to raise it to 11,500. Folded to Julio with his creative chip stacking.
Yep, I've never seen a stack like that. Julio's very original. And he's disciplined, look at that.
It's the first time we've seen him fold all day, isn't it?
Apparently he believes Roberto now.
Pocket 8s for Leo Fernandez.
How much?
Leo's picked up another pair out of position here.
Last time he was in the small blind, facing a raise with a pocket pair. He decided just a flat call.
And he's going to do the same here.
Again, my friend, you and me. Smile, come on.
Looks like the big blind has passed, so we're going to go heads up to the flop.
This is a bad flop for Fernandez, a good flop for Roberto. He can represent that ace after raising pre-flop. And he's got a gut shot to go along with it.
I'm going to make a prediction, not a particularly bold one. It's going to go check, bet, fold.
You know what, James? I'll take you up on that prediction. I would not bet against that.
It's been checked. There's the C bet.
The same size as pre-flop open.
What can I do?
You can fold.
Again, my friend.
Folds with the best of them.
I almost call with ace-9.
6-7?
Ace-9, you almost called. You cost me a lot of money. I wish you did call. Really?
You can see in the yeah. I don't have to lie. You can see in the TV.
You're a lucky man, because you go broke, yeah?
Yeah.
You pay me, yeah. Everything.
Ace-King.
All I know is I had the best hand.
Estuve a un tris.
No. Better ace-9?
And so it continues.
You like to play with Leo, right?
Yeah, he loves my blinds, especially.
with Leo, it's not that I have history with him. I never met him till yesterday. But it only takes like 2 hands for history, or even 1 hand with me for history with a player.
Chicken.
Chicken.
Chicken player. Yeah.
I could tell that we would clash at some point because he seems to be a very emotional guy.
Okay, Roberto.
And so I was targeting him a little bit to try and get him tilted.
What did you say?
Good to know.
What?
Good to know.
Don't take offense, I like you. Now you're becoming my friend.
And praying to catch a monster hand against him, because I had a feeling, you know, he would definitely pay me.
Okay, my friend. Let's go.
And so far, those confrontations have been going Roberto's way. He's second in chips at our feature table. Julio Beluccio is the table chip leader. Now, we haven't seen this guy play a hand yet. It's the Austrian player Elliot Molko. He's going to open for a raise with his queen 10 of spades. I'm not going to comment on that look.
Everyone at the poker table has their own style.
Or lack of.
I rest this hand. Oh. Good. Nice cards, the rest.
Roberto can't believe that Julio's actually folded for once.
And either can Leo.
How much you play?
115, 150.
15 or 50?
50.
150.
Leo asking for a count. He's got another middling pair.
Oh my God.
And these middle pairs have been meddling menaces for him all day.
Well, Leo has given Molko credit for a hand, and he's tossed those 7s away.
Molko's been tight all day. He's opened from early position with a shorter stack. Could be a good laydown.
Roberto not giving him credit, though. 3-betting with 9-10.
Before I change my mind.
This is a good spot for Roberto. He's putting Molko to the test for his chips. He can't just call this 3-bet with under 30 big blinds. He either has to move all in or fold.
I give you action, I promise. Man of my word.
Roberto claiming he will call that all in if Molko decides to shove.
If you're beating me, you're beating me. Good luck to you.
He's putting him to the test here as we're approaching the money bubble.
Elio Molko hasn't cashed in an EPT. He'd love to change that here in Barcelona.
We all know how important those cashes are on our resumes.
He lays it down.
He knows, he knows. He knows what I got as well, didn't you? Say it, just say the hand I got. Ace King? You see, Ace King, he says. Close. But I was playing. I love this hand. So nice.
Gonna show it?
Huh?
Aces.
No, I didn't have aces. Maybe. I thought he might fall for it. He didn't fall for it. It's too good, this kid.
This is a play or get played feature table.
It's too good. This table's too strong. Need to change it up.
Says the man with a stack of 350k.
We're close to bursting the bubble here in Barcelona, and that means the money's in sight. A share of 3.8 million euros is up for grabs. Who's gonna make it?
If you're already a registered PokerStars.com player, you're all set. But if not, grab your laptop and download the free software from www.pokerstars.com and start qualifying for the European Poker Tour. You could win a seat to the very next EPT event from the comfort of your very own home. Good luck. Welcome back. Well, the tension is mounting as we get ever closer to that ominous bubble. Joining me, Brazilian pro Alex Gomez. Hello, Alex.
Hey, how's it going?
Now, you are no stranger to the EPT. You've had some great finishes before, and you're still in today.
Yeah, still day 2. We are almost in the bubble. A lot of ups and downs today. Really a roller coaster day for me. But it's okay. I have 130. The blind's 2.5, 5, so still a lot of action.
Now, you are no stranger to big tournaments. Obviously, you had that fantastic WPT win last year. You've done great on the EPT circuit. What is it you do to stay into these tournaments so well?
I don't know. I keep focused all the time on my opponents, actually. The EPT, it's a great structure. So we start with 30K chips. So you can slow down your game, wait for good opportunities. There's no need to rush. So I think I stay still calm and confident in my game. I think it's the best thing to do for me.
Well, it could happen here this week. Good luck, Alex. Hopefully we'll see you at that final table.
Thank you so much.
Blind still 2,500, 5,000 with a 500 ante.
Don't want to eat. Don't want to
And
eat.
our feature table.
I rest this hand.
Hey,
Julio Belushio's folded 2 in a row.
slow him down. He's going to tell you off in a minute.
Anyone would think the bubble's approaching.
Below my average. I play 90% usually the hands. I'm playing like 70.
90%?
Yeah.
Try at 98%.
Meanwhile, Miller's raised it up with King Jack suited.
Hey, what's he doing?
He's all in.
He plays just 10% but strong.
Is he allowed to do that?
Yes.
I do.
Is that okay?
We're playing limit, right?
It's Jasper Wettermans. Scored some decent cashes in some EPT side events.
I am 4.
All out. He's a funny guy.
I love you guys now. You're all my new friends.
Group hug.
My new poker friends.
So decision back on Miller.
115.
150.
From 15.
There's other yellow there.
115. 100 king.
So close to the bubble now. So close to the money.
He has a pretty hand, but it's not going to be pretty enough to call 100,000. That would be over half of his remaining chips. He knows at best it's going to be a coin flip.
103.
Which, in this case, it is a coin flip.
How much was it?
Plus the 11 you put.
What? 1 free.
1 free?
Yeah, but you already put
1,
11.
2 free.
You already put 11.
Ah, okay, it's 103
It's
more.
103 more.
Ah, okay.
It's okay.
103, 115. He's not calling.
Yeah, okay, sorry.
Great.
Mathematicians at this
Pretty
table.
Enough.
Yeah, you have to show now.
Sorry?
You have to show. House rules.
No.
You can't do that and not show.
He can.
You know I have a good hand.
It is no limit.
You need to sort these guys out. It's not on.
And he doesn't have to show.
He's letting everyone just do what they want.
Come on, you got the chips.
Huh?
You got chips enough. So let me have some.
Gotta earn them.
You know when I have enough chips is when nobody's got any more.
That's fair enough. So no all-in confrontation. No one eliminated from our feature table.
We're down to 116 on the floor and only 112 get paid. Superstars like Alex Gomez, Elke and 2001 WSOP champ Carlos Mortensen are still in the running, but the bubble is approaching quickly and players are dropping like flies. Nicholas Newport is out in 116th to Christopher Thorson. 115th goes to Rodriguez, felled by Zachary Korrick. Diego Vega takes 114th and won't be missed by this enthusiastic crowd. 113 remain and we're hand for hand in search of the Bubble Boy.
So each table has to finish a hand before we move on to the next one. It stops players stalling and folding their way into the money.
They have to earn their way to the money now.
Pocket tens for Roberto Romanello.
And Roberto is qualified this time.
And he is raising 10,500.
Folds over to our main man, Julio.
He's been resting for a while, in his own words, but not anymore. He's back with a vengeance.
Yeah, he was resting a little bit too long. It's about that time for Julio to splash.
Look at this. A squeeze from Ari Miller, 3-betting with his ace-6 off.
This is a spectacular spot to squeeze. Miller knows Julio has been splashing around, and it's on the direct money bubble.
Is that 100? 130 more, right?
How many do you have in yellows, my friend? How many yellows do you have? Do you mind?
200.
Can you count them for me? Do you mind?
Yeah, I've just counted, but I don't remember. 220, I think.
Roberto wants information, but it's not the chip count he's after.
He's looking for those tells.
230. 230 that, 100 here, like 350.
How much do you have, Ori?
130 more.
130 more. Behind that raise, yeah?
Great spot for Miller to squeeze, but you know, this looks like a pretty good spot for Roberto to re-steal the pot.
Perhaps he's concerned about being up against two opponents. He's folded.
And this time it's Roberto who's getting bullied.
And I think we can expect Julio to follow suit.
Is that a move?
I'll show you. Don't.
Okay.
I'll show because I said, but.
It's a move. Okay, that's okay. That's okay.
Looks like a move, smells like a move. It is a move.
Looks like a move.
I don't have chips.
No, that's great. I know. Good moment for moves.
I had the best time.
Yep, probably. But I could pay him.
There is no consolation prize for bubbling unless agony is your cup of tea.
Well, out on the floor on one of our outer tables, we have an all-in and a call. Cohen Davisha shoved with queens. He's been called by Andrea Bucic's aces.
Plays against pocket aces.
There is an 82% chance that we are going to make the money after this hand has been dealt.
And here it is. Flop comes.
A king-high flop. Ace is still good. 112 players are about to become 7,500 euros richer unless there is a queen on the river.
Queens have been known to break a heart or two.
Only a 5% chance for Davisha to avoid being the bubble boy. He's the 113th place finisher. Everyone else has made the money here at EPT Barcelona. Celebrate good times, come on.
Bravo! Bravo!
Finish? Finish day? Hey guys, well done everybody. I enjoyed it, yeah. See you on the pleasure. Pleasure, man.
So a good day for Roberto Romanello. He's made the money. He finishes the day above average in chips, but he doesn't make the top 10. Bryn Kenny sits atop the leaderboard with 2 German players in the top 5 and 3 Spaniards in the top 10.
Next time, the bubble may have burst, but the grind continues as the remaining players fight to climb up the money ladder. Roberto is back, keeping his new opponents on their toes.
Okay, now push all your stack in now, mister. No, just put it in.
Hoping to live the poker dream is Greek amateur Georgios Skatardis.
Poker started off as a hobby. I'm not even dreaming of the 825 yet, but it would be really, really, really cool, I guess.
And joining them on the feature table is Jan Bubli. He won Barcelona EPT back in season 2 and is aiming to do it again.
Not in Paris now.
I prefer.
But in Barcelona.
I prefer, because I win it. Maybe 2 times.